Pew, pew, pew. Helpful Hanu time? Who is the Hanu, me or you?
If you wouldn't mind.
I've been quite content waiting here, standing on the third promises coin, but seems ready to ask your questions now. So, what is it you'd like to know?
The route to Okanu. We go south south through the Arch of Dawn, then follow the road which runs alongside the Kozama-uka River, right?
It is. Be warned, however. My brethren tell me the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. Footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year.
So we're going to save the festival, huh?
So it seems. If you do plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution.
We'll be sure to watch our footing, thank you. Now I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kozama-uka, we should head over to the Arch. So just walk this direction, or is there a... Yeah, might as well just walk.
Oh, do you have this vista?
Yes. I just got it.
I wonder if there's one on the top of the jumping post. I didn't have
Probably.
unlocked when I was watching. There was two people with similar names that were RP walking through Tuliolo. They're taking it to the extreme.
I swear that gate gets bigger every time I see it. Considering the size of Gulul Jajas, though, I suppose that's better than having it be too small, says Alice. Alright. Will Clement says, are we all ready to leave? Nodders. Then onward to Kozama-uka. Open the way.
We'll walk out together. Oh, that's fun. Non-cutscene cutscene.
Kozama-uka, the land
Time to get
of
up.
rainbow terraces,
Huh. Background music sounds awfully like Carolina.
commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
Kozama-uka. Kozama-uka. Practice reading it.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
Water coming.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulichola does not want for natural wonders.
Water crystal.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. Told you I've been here before. Come on, Okanu isn't much farther.
Cat. I don't think I skipped anything, but Squiggle did step on my mouse, so. Cryo says, there's no stopping the third promise, is there? A good thing she has Erinville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Alright, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long.
Weird fucking guy in front of us.
He's kind of great. Alright, I was gonna take the Stompies out. His name is Oolon. Maybe he's made of tea.
Is there a chat command for mount BGM? Is it like / mount BGM or something?
Yeah, I made a macro for it once upon a time.
Is, in fact, / mount BGM.
Yeah, I put a macro for it on my bars once upon a time. So I could turn it on and off.
Or
And
no,
I gave it the troubadour icon.
I think their current's anywhere close. Look at this place.
It's pretty... Yeah, I need to get the Stompies away. Ow. Stupid distracting waterfalls, says Wicklemont. Alright, I'm clicking on Erinville.
Ah, everyone has arrived, and none the worse for wear, except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings.
Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu village I was telling you about. Okanu.
Level ups.
We did it! Level 91. Alright, I just hit accept on the quest, and it went into a cutscene. It's like our friend said, these people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they're still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Let's do what we came to do and find the Selector.
It's him. He's the Elector.
Oho, Kali! Oho, what now?
It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard it the last time you were here.
Oh, I was busy enjoying the vegetable.
Sounds like you're busy enjoying the yogurt.
Mm.
Greetings to the third promise in our entourage. I, Zanu Hali, welcome you to Okuhanu. Okanu, one of those.
We'll figure it out.
As elder of my people, I shall be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. Boom, nailed it.
I'm ready. Give me defeat and test my worth.
All in good time, all in good time. In fact, I came to let you know we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village.
Right then. I'd help to do some investigating at Watchin' Pelos, so let's take a look around here as well. Your turn.
I'm just texting you.
Oh.
Might I suggest a division of forces? For instance, Erinville, Alizé, Kryl could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Wuklamot, Luxor, and Lyreleth and myself can handle this northern half.
God.
It's surprisingly difficult to add a word into chat thing you're reading.
Sounds good to me. Ooh. I think the dawn came. Oh. Let me fix my favorited mounts.
What are you named? Here we go again.
Looking at the vantage point. Just pointing out the areas of the village that are getting repairs. Fun to splash around underneath.
Oh no, it's a broken egg hut. Oh, am I getting ahead?
No, no. Talking to dispirited Hanu. Sigh. You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and the help the Dawn servants sent, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there's so much else that was lost for good. Sigh.
Going to Wuklamot?
A lot of hows are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoke to are not their usual cheery selves. That storm broke more than wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm gonna look around a bit more.
Clearly the great vessel of Ronka is all I need.
Huh. The dry and shrunken bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago.
Theme remind me, I mean, obviously a million sort of postal happy RPG towns, not themes, but like,
It makes me think of Mario, like,
yeah.
but it also just makes me think of, like, farming RPGs.
Clicking on the boat.
Yep.
Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. Funny that they say that because I didn't realize, like, I didn't see the bird face.
Yeah, I didn't look
Like,
at it from that
I didn't,
angle.
yeah, like
Yeah.
my vision stopped at the feathers of the neck. This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. Plants hold practical and cultural significance with the Hanu then.
Hello? Can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. I'm in a large building in the south of the village.
That add to your
On my
experience.
way.
We ought to hurry over too. Link pearls sound like War Time walkie-talkies.
No sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
How much easier it would be if Soralja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Koana's gonna turn into the mysterious maiden.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
You made it after all.
It's Stickface.
I don't know, I like the mean one. I obviously don't like, but his little magic sidekick doesn't annoy me quite as much. I think it's just his eyes amuse me.
Dick butt.
Yeah.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you
I
will
like that
see
they're
that
reusing this
season,
music.
Our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Oh, mercy me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The feat of reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use. What of little Miss Mittens? You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running. Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Damn it! I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
We got a taste of shit's going wrong music. Alfie's like, so they also eat it?
You ready?
Wooklamat says, I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, we're going to find it. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words.
Understanding the nature of the problem will be key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves, then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Aaronville, will you take us into the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course. Follow me. A Lofi man, I think. Lofi man. Did I get the...
Did I get the ether right?
What's the matter, Squeaky?
I didn't. Thank you for reminding me.
Glad to save your life. I can't believe I got two of the exact same.
Yeah. Colibris.
Oh, I love this music.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like this zone. Will Clement says, "You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time." Yeah, she's definitely a farmer.
Oh, I didn't read. Give me strength. Let's all scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. I feel like I didn't capture his exasperated sigh that would have followed. As Zano Holly described, the reeds feel wilted and unhealthy.
The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance.
Crunch.
Yeah, I've only got 6 more cherries to go.
The soil in the paddy is as one would expect, rich in color and suitably moist, not dry nor flaky. Oh,
Uh-oh.
It's the lethargic frog's fault.
He's drugging them?
Chemtrails. A small frog catches your eye. Strangely lackadaisical. It doesn't even bother to hop, but eventually scurries away.
It truly does just scurry.
We're gonna have a which do you think it is? And frog is gonna be one of the answers, and that's the one I'm gonna pick.
After I'm done eating cherries, I think I'm gonna go make sure that my face isn't like staining. Alright. Well, Clement says, "Seen enough? Then call everyone together. We can share our discoveries."
Alice says, "Oh, a water strider. A bit sluggish though. More of a water shambler."
Well, Clement says, "What do we think? Any obvious problems?" Kyle says, I agree. The waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted.
Sorry, I was a little... The frogs and insects are usually torpid. Yes, the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain.
I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know, but there's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe.
Go on.
The festival. This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. Last time I visited, the village was in the middle of festivities. You'll never see Hanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. I say we help them put on their festival, give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows, maybe fixing one problem could lead to a solution for the other. You just want to go to a festival. Stranger things have happened, or I don't know.
Top one, yeah.
Okay. Right?
I fail to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove connected in surprising ways.
True. And being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining.
I suppose.
Besides, this is Wick Lamont's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat we've woven from reeds that looks like a bird. In the big building to the north? Let's go see it. Aaronville's skeptical.
There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. This is how it goes. Hey cat, you're so cute. Makes me so happy I gave you your bucket back.
Alright, I'm gonna go deal with my face. I will BRB.
Okay.
What?
There's someone here named Mr. Mistopheles. Not the cats thing?
Yes, it is. Is it a cat?
I didn't get close enough. My assumption is cat. Your face okay?
Yes. I hope the fog clears up. I want to see the waterfalls. What Clomont says. Yes, this is the float I remember. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Inspect the festival float.
Missing an eye.
Yep. It's missing a lantern, too. One of the poles is snapped. What is the last thing?
One of the feathers in the... Draggled feathers?
Success. Wonder if I should have looked for a Easter egg. Usually the zoomy things have one, don't they? Well, I think we can agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? What's going on here? We were admiring your festival float. 'Tis a shame it's in such a poor state, due to the recent storm, I gather? Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings, no ihihana. Ihihana! That's what the festival is called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of the festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have the missing enough materials to repair the float. We need an abo xixa for a missing eye, uyuipo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. Two.
Hey!
Sorry.
Hey!
Hey!
Two of these I know. Abokixa. Abokixa? Abokixa? Abokixa. I like that one the best. It's a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment. And... Oh, God.
Uyu Ipo is what I called it.
Uyu Ipo. Yeah, that's probably right. Uyu Ipu wood is essential for crafting ceremonial. I can't read English words anymore. Those chosen feathers, however.
The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics. And that's something of a problem right now. We Hanu Hanu are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder.
I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much that they stifle development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of the energies you naturally lack.
They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated. And if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by the custom, we cannot repair the festival float.
Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as a timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason.
Are we choosing middle for the lulz, or...?
I want to choose number... You can pick a sane one if you want.
No. I'd wager the float is actually a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu's foes. Aaronville is like, you fucker.
So it does what? Unleash rays of searing light from its eyes or some such nonsense? Surely you jest. Well, an intriguing supposition, I arrived at a slightly different conclusion. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind.
A focus? For what? Oh, Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops, so if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds.
We won't know until we try, but it is a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these all have been known to elicit miraculous effects, including summoning fucking primals.
Wait. This float a tool for magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. When the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with their ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers.
Incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need.
Then allow Alice and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okuhana to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect.
The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best as I can, and the responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linuhanu. Nice to meet you, Linuhanu, and certainly, let's all go together. Now, Kryl, Kyle says, thanks to Luke Lamont, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there's something to be said for following one's instincts.
Armor
Complete.
pieces. Ready for a Mel-Wannard shipwright?
Yes. Except the shipwright's name is Wook Ivu. He's a Zabral who only moved to Kozamauka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu Hanu greeting. Wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. A proper Hanu Hanu greeting. Oh, that one. Don't worry, I remember how it goes. And we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Okebek Bay. Okebek Bay. To the east of here. Do we remember what the greeting was?
Oh, totally.
Do you see how shiny these birds are now?
Yeah, it is kind of impressive how they were like, they would show like, oh, this is the updated graphics or whatever, and like, it was like, eh. Like, it's one of those things that you really can't see until you're in it. Like, I feel like I've had a similar thought when I was looking at VR games. Like, you look at a screenshot of a VR game, it's like, wow, this looks like absolute dog shit. But when you're, like, inside of it, you're like, oh.
Yeah. And even just, like, these planks are extra shiny because it's raining, sort of a thing. And the lighting here, like, the shadows. You know?
Yeah.
Oops. I did not click on Kryler Wickelbot.
Cryle says, oh, it seems they have a place for visitors today. It looks cozy. And Will Clement says, look over there. Do you see that big winding staircase?
Then Uhanu says, this is Okebek Bay, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozamauka from Tulayolal and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wukivu, he works and lives in the House of Waters High, atop of that large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. I like the night music here, too. Yeah, I really like this zone. I like that there's a Pello, a Hrothgal, and a Mamulja over here. Just chilling. Radolja says, the Hanu's reed magics are endlessly fascinating. Beware delving too deeply into the traditions that bind them to the land, lest they cast your spell on you too.
There's a aether current up here.
Thank you. The mob over there is called a stink shell. You think that Island Sanctuary was some of their experimentation in foliage?
I wonder.
Because I think they have to be using some of the same, like, lush tropical
That person
models here.
RP walking up these stairs. Down these stairs, I guess.
Lol. I just like my cactuar bopping about. Bop, 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 bop. I should mention that Wukivu isn't only a stickler for etiquette. He's also, well, you'll find out soon enough, says Linuhanu.
Oh,
Wook says,
Kali.
It's fun. All right. I'm talking to Wook.
What do you want with me?
Right. A greeting. Oh, Kali!
Oh, Kali!
A plus.
Good. You brought your manners with you. When you know Kanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wook Lamont. Oh, what an unexpected honor for old Wook. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette. Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Will not? Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials. My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit. What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo. We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I like that Kryl and I match.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
That should save us some time.
All right then. Let's get moving.
What a dirty sneak.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Ihiana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
I like the fact that we have nighttime and a rainstorm for this cutscene.
Mm. Lenuhana says, Cave Kikitola is in the south of Akanu. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot. Is there anything close?
No. Oh, it's over there. I'll take a free teleport, sure.
What is that person riding? Do you see that?
Good turtle or something?
Yeah, it's like a... I want it. Alright. Kryl says... Southwest of here, was it? Let's be on our way. You see this big fucker over here? The Slammer! That's awesome. Yeah, I kind of can't wait to just explore, you know?
Hmm.
Cave Kikitola, as promised, home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot raw abokicha, I'm trying to remember how they said it in the cutscene, by its green-hued glimmer. Bring me anything matching that description.
You see the firefly in there?
Yeah. With the lighting, that's so cool. I shall help scour inside the cave then. You take the west half, and I'll take the east. They must be mobs, right? No?
I don't know.
They are. Look at that. Oh, and here's the glowing cave moss. I know this isn't the way we're supposed to go. I'm just...
It reminds me of that cave in Ungoro or whatever.
Yeah. Ether current.
Hear that combat music.
Did you get credit for that spot?
Oh. Maybe?
Well, did you search this one?
Oh, yeah, I got the thing for that one, so I guess we're...
Okay. All set.
Why does my burning snake dragon not put cool stuff on the walls like those glow flies? I picked over the... What?
Yeah.
I picked over the ground near the entrance but found nothing. Do you have better luck inside the cave? Don't you know I'm a level 99 miner? Yes, this is Abokia?
Avokicha? Kisha?
Kicha, yeah.
Kicha?
Along with Kryle's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. Stones you've brought shine very brightly. Thank you both. I think that's how gemstones works.
He would have been happy to know we're putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be the festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when the storm hit, he did not survive. Fell to me to carry on in his stead. That's why you agreed to Wiklamat's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes, it hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me, and I will walk it for myself and for my friend. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please, rest assured we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together, and the Hanu shall host a splendid, uplifting festival. That we shall. With that, let us return and deliver the Abokiksha into Wook Evu's waiting hands. We're color coordinated. Looked like someone was holding a rave over there, but it's just a dancer. to Calibri. Great name.
Doing back there.
Changing my favorites. Wukavu says, thanks to the third promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Uyuipo. What of the Abokiksha? Handing over. Yes, these are excellent samples. Goodly quality, too. This stage, you've likely surmised the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow, but not exactly how, huh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plan, the results should be spectacular. Now, to get to work crafting these pieces for the float. I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance the Uyuipo's conductivity. Then I'll be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Okanu. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete.
More free teleports.
Yeah, all that 70 gil. Wonder when my
One-
currency counter's gonna come back.
One of the aetherites to the south is called Many Fires.
Nice. That sounds like fun.
Sounds goblin-y to me.
I mean, isn't this the land that the moblins are supposed to be in? I thought it was.
Bless you.
Excuse me. I need to refill my coffee at some point. What?
This guy here named Y'all Suck.
I see. Talking to Wiklabat. Getting the Uyuipo was a trial in and of itself. At first, Wukivo criticized everything I did, then he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must punish myself," and proceeded to slam his head into an Uyuipo tree. I told him not to worry about it again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least, we've seen to the poles in the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. Complete. Alright, you ready to accept the lifting of wings?
Yep.
We should get some rest before the excitement begins.
Over there, by the float. Isn't that the third promise? And the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihihane.
The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe it will be enough to save our harvest? The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Okanu altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants.
Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Koana out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reed something about needs to be done. What needs to be done?
Is that so? Perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand. That sounds like Garquana. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution.
Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready.
Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin.
Fortunately, they're dead. Decided to bring the theme down. It took some doing, but managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers.
You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feathers sailing for Malbs. We had to turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Aaronville's twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot.
I'm a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training.
As for us, we've brought the wood and the gemstone replacements crafted by Wikivu. All that's left is to attach them.
Has it been decided who will ride the float?
Papa was the guest of honor last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with his hulking weight on top of it.
The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn servant. This time, however, I have another in mind.
Oh, who's that?
Our beloved Ihihana, the lifting of wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus, I do nominate you, Woklamat, as our guest of honor.
Huh? Me? The boat won't make me seasick, will it?
I don't think so.
Then weigh anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float.
Thank you, Woklamat. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We will be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kozanuki, where the sacred likeness of Kixaihi is ensconced. Kichai? What I'd like to do is clear a path of dangerous wildlife so the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done.
You expect me to sit still until Wikivu has finished with the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing.
As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wikivu with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke begins of is the... Alright, Justin, reading is not that hard. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the stride of the sun. Then we shall see to clearing it end to end. Reading's hard. You gotta kill stuff. I don't know. Because... There. Yeah, it is very Super Mario RPG-y.
Mm-hmm. What Clement says, as the Nihanu said, the Kozanaoi Key should be out down this way, then off to the east where the path branches, and something about bridges and stride of the sun? Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've culled the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of the Kikshaihe. Yeah, those are words.
We wanted to watch you throw moogles at it.
Yeah. Ooh, look at the... Now that the sun is rising-ish.
Guy's very blue here.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight two Calibri here.
Oh, look at that.
So you can see, even see it on your wings. The light.
Yeah.
Also, why isn't your snake on fire, sir?
I don't have a fire snake. I have a normal snake. A normal snake with wings, like normal snakes have. Figured the bird with the
You can definitely see,
leaves coming out of it was gonna be the right one for this environment.
you can definitely see the leaning on the fat cat. I don't know if it shows on other people.
Oh, it does. You see the models on those silly little frogs? I sure hope they have a pet.
It is nice that they figured out how to make us only have to fight them once.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we're like being overwhelmed by the number of things we have to fight, but just those from.
Oh, do you see the
Big Calibri?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the other.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's an aggro one too. That's the S rank, A rank.
Alright, I guess I shouldn't get too close then.
Where's you? Wrong way. There.
Oh hey, these are on my hunt log.
Hunt log?
Did you not pick up the hunting bill?
No.
It's free XP. I know we need so much of it with the MSQ and everything. Oh. You want to do this fate?
Sure.
Nope.
Fight or flight turning into Goring Blade is really weird. Those guys charging all over the place.
This Tartaru has the worst voice choices.
One fate down, 70 to go.
Bi-color gemstones. How many do I need? Oh, there we go. See, just for doing those two mobs, I got 450k XP.
Plan about that? What if there's a way to get up there?
Without flying?
Oh, there's a stairway. Look at this thing.
I'm destinating. I should have probably waited for you.
That far behind.
Ah, you were a step ahead of us.
This must be the likeness of Kixahi. Kixahi?
We'll hear it in dialogue. The Hanu Hanu, deity of the harvest. Reminds me of something I saw in Academia Einder. A Nighter?
I'm okay with that one. Was that what you already packed?
That is what I pressed.
Okay.
We don't have to pick the same things.
True. One of the ancients' creations? It's possible a vestigial memory of that time endured, a subconscious recollection of the inheriting soul providing the basis for an entirely new religion.
Rain came on suddenly. Look at all the waving trees. I have no idea what that means. As far as I know, Kexaihi was worshipped on another continent. The ancient face was then brought to Taral by the first Hanuhanu.
The Hanu migrated here from another continent, then mayhap the two do share a common ancestor.
This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linuhanu? He'll want to know the path is safe for the procession. Right, and I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. She's gonna get ambushed by Dickhead. Meanwhile in Okihanu?
Dun dun dun.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Very well, if that's what you want.
Everything into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us.
But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts. Lucky for you. Eh.
Two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Happy bird face.
Yes! Yes, we are!
Ready to talk to Linuhanu?
Two more people to talk to.
Okay.
Alright.
Would it be better if we just read them out loud, or just the funny ones?
I think just the funny ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works for me. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, I may as well not have been there at all. Nonsense! You stood your ground and bought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave.
Pumpkin orange dye, my favorite.
Wukevu says, with that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Oho Kali? See? I remember. This person seems to be carrying a firewood.
Ba-doo-ba-doo-doo.
So I'm guessing that is going to be the greeting that we can acquire as an emote.
Yeah, when we get the
Beast quests.
beast tribes, yeah.
Sorry, allied societies?
Sorry, tribal quests? They've changed the name, like...
Mm-hmm. Should I get my coffee and see if the weather changes?
Oh, for the festival?
Yeah.
Is there a weather person?
There is. Directly south. Well, I guess southeast? BRB.
Okay.
Hello all, Bayroth Fohammer from Cerberus, or James Hunt on the Facebook group, or Vegeta's granddad if you go by my hair. And you guys have asked me to do a tutorial on how to do a 360-degree photo series every 6 frames. And there's no point doing all this if your screenshots end up being terrible. So And I need to fill in the top and bottom. Now, if you use something like Photoshop, it's going to be prettier, but considering we're using paint, the only part of this is good.
It is supposed to be Fair Skies next, but I have no idea when the transition will happen. Also, you're muted.
Gotcha. I mean, we could just go ahead with it.
Yeah. You ready?
1, 2, 3, click. The Hanu are pleased to hear the festival is going ahead, I imagine? That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. Hey, they fixed the weather for us.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu.
I really wish they had fixed
Have faith, Third
widescreen
Promise,
cutscenes.
and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
There's a add-on that takes away the black bars, and like it just works in like 99% of scenarios. But you'd think like, oh, we're putting out a new expansion, we could probably just like.
Especially when they said part of their improvements was like they wanted to make things look better on wider screens.
Yeah. What you squeaking about, Squeaky?
It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her! Ready and...
I could get used to this.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana. draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy.
It is shoot lasers out of its eyes.
Keshaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Just like that. Super reads.
Magic. I mean, literally magic. But magic.
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
Aaronville doesn't even mention that it did actually shoot stuff from its eyes.
I'm just glad they fixed the weather.
Alice says, I'd like to take a turn riding the float, but it looked fun. Don't pretend the thought didn't cross your mind. What Clement says, should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds.
Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by the festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognize the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and
mere chirper.
reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
Connor!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Fertilizer magic.
Woo!
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology.
Oriange, that traitor.
The light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wooklamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
Five more to go.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
Enjoy your D6.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana
Now
next
you can
season.
do 2d6 damage to
As
the
Dawn's
seal.
servant, of course.
Right. It's back to Torihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
These are interesting times indeed.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
ready for Wuklamat?
Yes. My journey has started, and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wukevu, for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. And Linuhanu. It warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana, and to help others do the same. And I clicked through the last line, which said, and I can't help but feel exciting, thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Zabalia of Tie. And now I assume that's an Ether Current quest. So, teleport back?
I believe so. Love your chocobo outfit.
Right? When did you want to get ready?
I don't know, like 1:30?
Sounds about right to me. Oh, I'm gonna check my,
Trainers?
Mm-hmm. I haven't been eating food, but there's probably some sort of a food trader around here. I mean, I guess I could just use the quote-unquote good food that I'm not going to have any reason to use moving forward. It doesn't affect quest XP though, so.
Yeah, we were doing so little combat.
Aaronville said, when Wilklamat declared her intention to save the festival, I feared where it would lead us. I'm glad to see my concerns were unfounded. Traveling with so large and diverse a group is unfamiliar to me. If she could see me now.
Lore?
Alphino compared it to the Sundrop dance. Kryle wondered where Zoral Ja was. Alize doesn't like Bakul Jaja. I'm talking to Wuklamat. Look at us! The contest has barely begun and we already have 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well.
We can only hope. Third
Alright, I
keystone.
just accepted.
Have to do a dungeon.
Now that we've won keystones from both the Feet of Reeds and Feet of Gold, surely that means our approach to the contest was the right one.
So it would seem. By continuing to retrace Galul Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn.
Then let's visit the Giants next. Like Kryle said, knowing the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful.
The home of the Yukhoi is in the upper reaches of Orkopacha. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way around through Kozama Uka. The route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. As we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through.
So we call on the Moblins first then. Let's head there right now.
I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. The flight of Wee Wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm.
What are we to do then?
Go through the dungeon, duh.
Well, you don't have to be snarky about it.
There's an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins to see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets you to our destination.
Of course. What do you take me for?
Then as your guide, I will see to the arrangements.
And you will be seasick. Well, boat sick.
Well, it seems we have some free time on our hands. Let us make the most of it. Wait 1 month for patch 7.1.
I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Bakul Jaja. That reminds me, I never got around to introducing you to Robley, did I? He's the man in charge of Wachu Meki Meki, and a good person to know. Want to come along? Of course.
Nodders.
Let's go then. Ready? The markets of Wachu Meki Meki are to the east on the other side of the Bayside Bevy. There's a talkie along the way, so I'm gonna walk.
You're clearly sprinting. Don't be a fucking liar.
I'm going to use leg travel. You see this Lucifer Heidelin guy? He's wearing the outfit that I got for PvP. If I ever played something that looked correct in armor, that would be a great look. This is Auntie's Tacos. Auntie's Tacos, named for its owner here, the lovely Teasel. If you're ever after the best tacos in Tuliolo, this place sits at the top with Zavoyev Tie. You say that third promise. You go ahead. You had it.
You say that third promise, but you only eat old Brook Uvu's food. Come and buy mine for a change.
Sorry, Teasel. It's been a while, hasn't it? I swear I'll stop for a bite once the contest is over. This looks like the place that Graha was eating in the trailer.
Literally doesn't sell tacos, by the way.
Doesn't? Aren't these tacos?
I mean, NPC-wise, like, you can't buy tacos. I want to buy a taco food item from this NPC who supposedly sells tacos, but I can't. Bullshit.
Can you make me some of these? These skewers that have their own display plates. Oh, they look good. And this one is like a whole haunch of something that's on a fork. Oh, and they're toasting the taco shells. Oh man.
They're hungry.
I'm not even, but I really do want you to make me those tacos from the website. Robley says, cutscene. My, the third promise. How might I assist you this fine evening? Well met, Robley. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe blade. Yes, it's been shipped quite terribly, trying to cleave rocks again, were we? Or something like that. Do you think you can fix it? You stand among Terrell's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question? 'Tis child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. Good to hear. I leave it in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? Oh, this is Lyrillith and Luxor, some great adventurers I recruited from across the salt. I brought them here to meet you, actually. Thought they might have reason to visit Wachimeki Meki sooner or later. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Robley, humble representative of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Lyrillith and Luxor. Waivers. You there! Stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. It's the guy whose clothes I want. I've seen that man somewhere before. A jewelry maker you met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Fonfontaine? Yes, that was his name. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here?
That is to say... Runners.
And we're no closer to solving that enigma. I wonder if you could use someone to talk to. I'd say we go and ask. Let me know by link pearl if you find him first.
Always helping to chase the person. Speaking about kitty cat. Squeak.
Oh, no, I just found an NPC who has pants that I want.
I'm just speaking about kitty cat. Oh yeah? I found him.
We never talked to the NPCs in here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to rush you, just... It was really fun to have tacos yesterday.
Yeah. I get the feeling that maybe the role quest will be here or something. Because a lot of these people are saying like little tidbits of things that don't make sense in isolation. Like, I pray that Loash Kana is safe. Would that I could send a healer to her side.
Were the pants that you wanted on Lozen Equi?
Oh, yes. Yes, they are. Ah, yes. Shashipia says, unfamiliar terrain is a hunter's bane. I must find Itoka, an ally with knowledge of the lands beyond the Great Sea. I'm an ally. This jacket, this looks kind of like the Warg set. Is it though? Alright. Jean Valjean, what do you say?
You were conversing with Master Robley, but wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship? Yeah, that's literally what we said. In front of you, remember?
You found him? Good. I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Do you have business with Ropley or not?
Please, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention.
Huh? What are you going on about?
I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not.
Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend.
You're too kind, so be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tulayolal, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Olda, Eshitiam's Aesthetics. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking, mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Thus did I take a ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores, yet as you witnessed, I lack the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence.
Alright then. You offered a morsel, then served us the full course. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice.
That you have experienced my predicament of feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers?
Well, when you put it that way, I, Not me. I'm Wiklamat, third promise of Tuliulal. Daughter of the Dawn Servant.
Oh, of course. You're a member of the royal family. Please forgive my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? Literally no. Top line, I think.
Yeah. You can't measure your worth by the sex of others.
How could I not? Did my work not meet the same exacting standards? No new commissions will be forthcoming. Oh, that was not how that sentence was. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith? Looking back, it was my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be as great a goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft, as he did. Perhaps I'll give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what is truly important.
What is truly important? Wiklamat says... ... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Fan Jean-Tain is giving himself another chance.
Good old Jean Valjean.
Actually, I can't help but wonder if he will follow through. Let's see if he's gone to talk with Ropley. Yes, I'm creatively reinterpreting these lines. Oh. It's a nice use of this. Someone took the Final Fantasy 15 pants and dyed them like a khaki color. So they look sort of like combat pants instead of emo pants. It's a good look. "'Twas kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I found my courage." "Pray, accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Jean Valjean. I'm a goldsmith from Ulda in faraway Eorzea. I realize this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here in Wachumeki Meki, if you will have me. I ask only for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations." So that's what it was about. You were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wachumeki Meki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. Thank you both again for your sage and timely advice. I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak to me, I would not have had that moment of much-needed self-reflection.
The arrangements have been made. Come meet me at the entrance of the High Tide Harbor.
Sorry, your link shell's full.
Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, Ropley? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of the Wachumeki Meki artisan. Woohoo! Sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. Well, good luck to you, Jean Valjean. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'll be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head for the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Erenville waiting. Sounds like dungeon time? Alice had tried tacos from both places and likes the spicier ones.
Trying to read the chat, but Alex says no. What kitty cat? Go back to your bucket so screen. Yeah. Do you want me to move the bucket closer? Up here? Yeah?
BRB.
Okie dokie. One sec. Alright, I'm ready.
Great. Aaronville says I'm going to a cutscene. Enough of the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours?
Look there. That is my big plan.
Oh, sorry, I got tangled. What is that? Oh.
It's a Punuti. She'll be pulling our boat upriver.
How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead?
They're gentle and timid creatures for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss, unless you give her reason to.
First alpacas, no punutis. We're relying a lot on animals for this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide then.
Shakers.
But did it have to be my nemesis? Another boat.
Well, I took you for someone who was up to the challenge. Was I wrong?
Ugh.
Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kazama-uka rode these riverboats, move swiftly through hostile territory. Vessels see little use with Toral now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. You said you borrowed one, yet there appeared to be several on the water.
Quana! A smile?
Lamati, traveling up the river, I presume.
Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone.
I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. Cue the traitors. My friends, it's been, well, not that long.
Thancred Oriage, what are you doing here?
Escorting a promise, the same as you. I've heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the Studium. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted the Scholarch, who arranged the introduction to these 2 gentlemen. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus, Thancred and I did receive the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation.
Knowing you too, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job?
A few. The notion of Tuliolol spans the entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged in instability once more. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our peace, if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's even more opaque than Urianger at times, but is surprisingly... That's quite enough of that. We must be on our way.
Wait, I have one question before you leave. Koana and Wiklamat are vying for the throne. As Koana's entourage, does that mean your resolve to defeat all his opponents, including us?
We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Koana, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same.
And we won't disappoint you. I thought you were taking a boat.
If even you have been forced to travel on water, then others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat.
It's true that I can't stand boats. But I trust the route Erenvel has chosen for us.
Shockers. Blushers. Leave the handling of the punity to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping you under control. Do your best to draw them away, as far from the front of the boat as possible. Punchers. And we should remain on deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenvel, just in case.
I'd like to stay on the deck. I'm eager to put my pectomancy to the proof. And I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield.
Then Kryl will stand on guard with Luxor and Lyrilla. Them damn Arcanis. I'll keep
Erenvel company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alphinaud.
Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I will try to stay out of your way. Then I shall endeavor to provide aid where it is needed.
I can do that as well.
That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Otters.
Otters. Slappers. Psychers.
Hee. Let the hunt begin. I think I had a voice.
How long do you think a dungeon will take?
15 to 20 minutes.
How do you think the cutscenes after the dungeon will take?
I feel like we have time. We could ask Claire.
Remember that I will need more time to get ready than you, too.
There's 93. Fucking.
Zooming.
Do I move into freaking chat?
Sure. Is my portrait good? Yes. Oh.
Hello?
What kind of eye level do we need, Justin?
630, which I have. Yeah, it's fine. There could suffer. I'm a paladin, it'll be fun.
Yeah, you're a paladin. That's all you have to say.
Weird, we've got an instant key. Did a particular.
How that worked out.
Did that with both a. Oh god, I didn't fix my. Literally was looking at my portrait. That's not us. You guys both have the same background.
You went to the same modeling school.
Yeah.
I get an AoE dot.
I actually have to play my class. I didn't. Oh. It's kind of silly to end rolling as single pulls.
Yeah.
We were really worried when we did the Harvest Festival because it was raining in game at the time. But they just changed. They just straight up changed whatever the cutscene.
Yeah, I like when they do that.
I guess that's the door we have to pick, the center one?
Hi, gamers.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you up to in here?
We are doing the first dungeon.
Oh.
To fight one.
Melee AoE. What year is it? God. Right under him, say? Usually it shows the percentage health at all times now. It's like a... Uh-oh. Ads? That's illegal.
Help.
Underarm's not safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
the music.
Me too.
It's Tamtara all over again.
Pulling both packs with min-eye level.
Yay!
And bone.
Oh.
Climbing.
Oh, seems like it's a recolor of the Paglethan gear, or at least partially. Those hands look like Paglethan gear. Maybe they're Warg gear. Ready for a little collection of slimes? Oh!
Are they us?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's amazing.
There's another group. If you care.
Summoner does. Offended by our slowness.
I mean, when you have Bahamut, you just want to kill everything.
Yeah. Yeah, you really do.
He's so sleepy.
He's so cute.
Thanks. Quick question. To buy the expansion, is it through the Mog Station or the Square Enix store?
It is through. Oh, wait, over here behind this one, right here, I think.
I think you buy it in the store and you activate it in the Mog Station.
Roots have rotated. Are rotating?
Thank you. What do I get if I waste more money on the game?
You get an XP ring. Or earring.
You get an arc mount, whatever that is, a wind-up garnet minion, and a chocobo. What the fuck is the brush for?
Oh, it's for Pictomancer.
Whatever you call them, transmog.
Look at that huge Luxor. He's huge!
Ooh.
If it helps you answer your question, I did not feel the need to get the collector's edition on my secondary.
I'm very happy to hear that, my friend.
I like
Okay,
how he
is-
does the danger bongos.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Why is this?
You gonna make a Hrothgal?
Bending!
No, never. Yeah.
Immediately.
I would never.
It's not the whole reason you're buying it at all.
I'm not spending $60 just to make a Hrothgal and then probably not play it. Who would do that? Nervously pulls the collar.
Killed all these kittens.
What? That sounds like a bad game. You can't murder kittens.
I mean, they're danger kittens, but
they're still kittens. I assume I have to wait. Yeah, I don't understand why they have a waiting fulfillment for digital thing.
It's pretty quick. I've been vulnerable for this one. I feel like that's the boss.
I use my money for good things only.
I agree.
Definitely not a waste of money. Yippee! I still have the salvos, right? That'd be so weird.
Ending gear!
No.
What are you supposed to do with the earrings? Are not allowed to wear interesting earrings.
Why not?
No fun allowed.
Because the Memphina slash
Stops at 90.
does it?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this actually is an improvement earring?
I have to buy some time.
If you don't have 660 or whatever.
Oh. I have 660.
That's not auto attack AoE.
I know. Who would have thought?
helping us.
It's killing teas and eating them.
It's hungry.
Don't be behind anything? Oh, Jesus.
She's so valid.
What the fuck are you I got hit by all of them, so I apologize.
It's okay.
All those bone stack? I assume, at least. Well, that was a fun use of money. Oh.
Like, easy, I'll just gap close to him. Oh, wait, his hitbox gigantic. Literally didn't move. The moving knockback circle?
It's not. It's knockback.
Oh.
Oh.
The moving murder circle?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ah.
Oh yeah?
Maybe. It was deceit, Mom. I promise. Didn't even give me any water.
Level up.
Hi, kitty cat. Oh, baby. So fluffy.
Ace of Thorns.
You ate your lunch without having your tea.
No, I had my tea.
Oh,
I was
it
gonna
is
make
a
an edit.
recolor of Paglathan.
But not diable.
I
What were they
know.
thinking?
Yeah, I'll just barely maybe forgive them.
I got the commendation.
Congrats.
As usual, because who doesn't calm the healer?
Healer privilege.
Me. Fuck them healers.
Wow.
You don't need a healer, you're the tank.
That's not true, I'm not a warrior.
Oh.
This is as far as we can go on
Man,
foot,
you
it
good.
seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
No, you don't. You get a free one.